Introduction. Hi, my name is George, or Gaviani. I am a prize-winning filmmaker and a published author. If you are receiving this, then we would like you to join the Indie Creative Asset Investment Club. Imagine a world where you could purchase the shares to a music concert, a book, or film the same way that you could purchase a piece of land or buy shares in the stock market. You would have access to creative assets in the same way that you have access to shares on the stock market or any other kind of physical asset. At Indie, this is the world that we are working to create, and we would like to invite you to join our investment club. What or who is Indie? Indie is a startup currently based in Kenya and the United States of America. We connect creative businesses with independent investors so that the investors can invest in the creative work like they would in any other financial asset. We started Indie because we are creators and event hosts ourselves, and we see creative work for the financial assets that they truly are. The we in question is my co-founder, Gentrix, our process manager, Yola, and our marketing manager, Steve. We are building essentially the very first private market for creative work, and we would like you to join us, please, as a private investor. How does it work? Here's how it works. Let us take events as a specific creative asset category. Traditionally, live events are one of the most lucrative forms of income for creatives anywhere. But traditional funding cannot fund all of these events. That's where we come in. Instead of seeking traditional funding, the creative gives us a budget. We take that budget and split it into shares for the investment club to invest in. Then we give that funding to the creative. The creative hosts the event. Once successful, the creative splits both the revenue and the profit with the investment club. And hopefully, everyone's happy. What's the catch? This is an investment, not a loan, and so everyone is taking on a little bit of risk. Now, to ensure that this is fair for everybody, we have some systems in place. For starters, we ask that investors only invest small amounts of income, therefore, to limit the amount of risk they are taking on. And when it comes to the creatives, we have a fully understood principle where if the investment, or rather the event, does not go well, they will get a poor rating in the system that might preclude them from receiving funding in the future. On top of that, we are very rigorous when it comes to choosing the kinds of creatives that we're going to work with. This is to mitigate any losses on the part of the investor. What have we done in the past? So far, we have held 2 successful events with a 10 to 20% return on the investment, which is as good or better than the average return on the stock market, but in a much shorter period of time. The investment cycle is just 1 month. Last month, we successfully funded the launch of one of my books. It was a great success with a 40% return on a $300 investment. In the future, unfortunately, I cannot continue to use this system, well, as it is, because of a potential conflict of interest. Luckily, however, for both me and the team, this is an opportunity that has immense potential for use across the world. What are we doing now? This month, we have selected other great artists that we can do business with. For the month of June in 2023, we will be funding Sip and Paint. Sip and Paint is an experience, a mini festival that pairs wine tasting with painting. It is a chance for people to come enjoy art as they have a little fun. It will be funded by the Indie Investment Club and has already occurred 3 times in the past without our own input, meaning that it has some traction and therefore is a bit more of a sure bet. Of course, feel free to ask any questions that you might have. For this event in June 2023, Sip and Paint, the funding amount is $500, split into 50 shares of $10 each. You are allowed to purchase anywhere from 1 to 20 shares. The income that will be generated will come back within a month of the funding, from June 16th to July 16th. The deadline for applying to join the investment club is June the 16th, 2023. For the June event of 2023, you can join the investment club by replying to the email that you got this from, telling us that you would like to do so. We shall reply to you with the legal, accounting, and logistical details. As a follow-up, you can also attend any one of our question and answer sessions that will occur from June the 5th to June the 9th. Please come, talk with us, and ask us any questions you would like before we verify. To recap, 1. We are Indie. We help investors invest in creative and intellectual assets as they would invest in any other traditional asset. 2. We are inviting you to join our Creative Asset Investment Club as one of our private investors. 3. Investments can range anywhere from $10 to $200 and will come back within 1 month of the creative event. 4. The total investment budget for the June-July creative event, Sip and Paint, is $500 and we project a 10 to 30% return on your investment. 5. The deadline to buy shares is June the 16th and you can attend our question and answer session between June the 5th and June the 9th so that we can address any concerns that you might have or questions about what this enterprise looks forward to in the future. 6. Lastly, please get back to us if you have any questions or concerns and join us in this lucrative enterprise as we create a potentially industry-changing approach to funding creative work. This is an opportunity for you to grow your income from small investments and to be part of what really is the world's first private market for creative and intellectual assets. 7. From all of us here at Indie, Gentrix, Yola, Steve, and I, George, thank you, and we hope to work with you soon. Indie, independent funding for independent creators.
Bom dia, eu vou voltar. De tantas coisas lindas que o país vai me mostrar.